Yeah, everybody. So I couldn't contain myself long enough. This Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, their behavior and what they're putting the royal family through and the rest of the world, an absolute shame. Prince Harry, you're a coward. You're being led by the nose by a manipulative woman. I said it last year and I'll say it again. You're a coward. You're not your mother's son. We knew when you went to South Africa for 10 days and you danced with the local people that was arranged for you. The whole thing was a show. Your trip to Botswana, your so-called organizations down there that your mother did, the token walk you did in no danger zone, the fact that you're being manipulated by people with money to play your little political games. Meghan Markle is just a opportunist, disowned by her own family for the underhanded stuff she was doing before. Went to England to make sure she met some famous person so she could get a clause into them. I honestly believe the Queen went along with it, knowing that who your father really was, because it didn't matter. Your brother would always be the king. You knew that, and you knew quite well what was going on all along. And as you got older, you got wise of what had happened to your mother and who your real father was. So this must be revenge. But you can't have your cake and eat it. Just like when you went to South Africa and denied the fact that 70,000 white people have been murdered. More than 1 million women are raped in South Africa since 1994 and kept quiet. Considered living in Botswana, but now you realize it's too dangerous to live there. So you went to Canada, to Mr. Trudeau, the big liberal, who supports all kinds of organizations. You're a disgrace to the royal family. And I said this before, this woman will bring you down. All these marriages are arranged except for these kids. So your revenge is on the royal family because of your mother. So you marry a divorcee, a conniving person. The person who said on her resume in Hollywood she was white and suddenly became a woman of color when she went to South Africa to get a notoriety at the expense of our people. Put a token ribbon for one girl that was raped, not mentioning the numerous thousands and thousands of women every day raped down there. Now you want to live on the dole, on the British people's money, and still have your cake and eat it, and then register your royal names as copyright How dare you? How dare you? How insulting. If I was the queen, I'd kick you so hard with the high heels that the damn stike sticks out your ass. And I'd break it off. I'd put you outside Buckingham Palace with no bags, no nothing, just the shit you standing and wearing on. And say, welcome to the world. And I will guarantee you that girl will be gone the next day. Because you'll be nobody. And she'll be nobody. No title, no nothing. You can't have your cake and eat it. You're a disgrace to the royal family. I'm ashamed of you. You once were a British soldier. You showed promise. And you stood for your mother's causes. Now look at you. You're led like a little puppy dog by the nose, by a conniving woman. You're a disgrace to the British people. Don't ever go back to South Africa where they don't want you there. You let them down too. This is the Hawk. I just want to thank everybody for the support of my channel. It's going up slowly. Check if you've been subscribed. You're still subscribed because some people are being unsubscribed. Subscribe again. I've got a donation link in my description. I've got an email there. You can contact me. A lot of times I can't answer all of you, but I do get to most of it. Please share, like my channel. I tell you the truth and I tell you it raw. And I don't hide from it. There's a gentleman walking from Texas right now. His name is Jason Bartlett. He's South African. He's on a mission. He's bringing the plight of South Africans to the White House. If you see him on the road, give him some water, feed him. Right now he needs new shoes. He's got blisters all over his feet. Been walking for a week now. Actually, almost 2 weeks. Since the 1st. He's walking an average of 40 miles a day. We need to get him some Under Armour boots. The soft kind. So if you want to donate, he's in Texas. He's on his way to the White House. He wants to bring the plight of South Africa to the White House. The fact that the economic freedom fighters have now demanded to take up arms against the whites. The South African government has illegally passed laws against the minorities of South Africa that they cannot get work. That every black man in the country can get half of their businesses if they ever start them. And they are the minorities. They are the only ones paying taxes. Thousands of squatter camps. Over 70,000 white people murdered. It's close to 75,000. One farmer every single week is murdered, raped, tortured, mutilated. And we are not lying. Go on YouTube. One bullet. Go kill women and children and their pets. Go kill white people. When the xenophobia was there, Makashula, go kill white people. Don't kill the black people. It's in their rhetoric. They just passed land reform where they will take everybody's property just because of the color of their skin. And these people were born there. These are citizens of a country. These are not colonialists. These are people. These are human beings. This is a human rights violation. I don't care what color you are. Human rights is human rights. The country is in so much debt right now because of that government that $55 million or 55 million rand has to be paid by every single citizen in the country to pay the debt off. United States gives South Africa hundreds of millions of dollars in aid. And they are supporting Iran, suggesting they will send troops to Iran to support Iran in a fight against the United States. This aid needs to be stopped. Sanctions need to be placed on South African government, full sanctions. They are also in violations of the sanction laws against Iran because they are supporting Iran with diesel and other commodities, plus they are helping them. In South Africa, over 46 terrorist training camps, some of them in their own military camps. While Prince Harry and Miss Meghan Markle were there, they never said one thing about that. They never said that when the British came and attacked the Boers or the Afrikaner people back during the Anglo-Boer War because of gold, diamonds, uranium, and all the other good stuff that was going on there, that they forced them off their lands, burnt their farms, attacked them, put their people in concentration camps. Over 8,000 black people died in those concentration camps, and over 25 to 28, 30,000 women, children, and old people died in concentration camps created by the British government. They never said nothing. They never said sorry. They never even thought about reparations. What they did do is allow Theresa May give the ANC government 50 million pounds to take land from white people. These are human rights violations. I'm calling on the world to see what is actually happening in South Africa. Look at your own countries. If you black, white, pink, or yellow, I don't care who you are. But if you're born in America, England, France, Germany, Austria, Australia, New Zealand, and you black, or you white, or you pink, or you yellow, and just because of the color of your skin, they want to kill you, take your land, and abuse you, not allow you to have a job, not allow you to open businesses. What planet are we living on? This is the 21st century. It's human rights violations. Where is the world? Why am I sitting here screaming that 50 million people are about to starve because they're killing all the farmers off? That there's a humanitarian crisis of epic proportions coming because of the ignorance of the rest of the world not listening. Why is nobody shouting? Why is nobody saying anything? Do you remember apartheid? A small group of people brought a country down that was viable. Viable. I don't agree with apartheid, but it wasn't in the red. It was a legitimate country. It had a functioning government. It doesn't have one now after 25 years. Because you allowed a terrorist organization called the African National Congress to take over. And believe me, I'm talking terrorist organization, and it still is. The Economic Freedom Fighters of South Africa, the EFF, is a terrorist organization. They support Iran, which supports terrorist groups in the rest of the world. Therefore, they should be classified as a terrorist organization. The farmers that are being attacked are being tortured, murdered, raped, and deliberately and left. Land is being expropriated without compensation. Functioning land that is turning to seed, to stone, to nothing, to roots, there's nothing left. So why take the land if it's not functionable? It takes 25 years to get rid of thorns, but it takes a year to get thorns. It takes 5 years to build a school, and it takes 5 minutes to burn it down. There is no logic. And the rest of the world is silent. And the media go crazy over a stupid girl called Meghan Markle. And the prince that's had his spoon shoved in his mouth his whole entire life. And you're all worried about two stupid people that are irrelevant in this world. Irrelevant. They're dumb. They're more worried about selling you some trinkets and their little game and their shirts and their ties and their little dresses and stuff. And you all go, ooh, Meghan Markle. And you all get on your magazines and, oh, look what they're doing today. And you wish to be in their lives. And yet the people they stand on, the people they look down their noses at are dying in the streets. Where are you? Where's the rest of the world? Why aren't you looking at a teacher that goes out of his way every day to make sure children pass? Or the policeman that risks his life for $9 an hour and gets shot going to a domestic violence call? And the police he called pigs. And the fireman that risks his life going into a fire earning no money. These are my heroes. And the soldiers that are in Iraq now taking hits because they're defending your freedom. And the veterans that are sitting on the sides of the roads now begging for money or food, and you walk over them. And the veterans sitting in lines in the VAs begging for help because they got PTSD. These are heroes. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are jokes. Irrelevant in this world. These are not heroes. These are parasites. And to the mega rich who stand upon us as people, the real people. And we look at the circus in the United States government right now, with the Democrats running around acting like complete idiots, complete fools. Can't pass a law in 3 years because all they're worried about is trying to get rid of President Trump. He's the only president that's held restraint in a war. He cut the head of the snake. He didn't need to check out the country. Can he blow Iran to pieces? Of course he can. We have more military equipment than they'll ever have. You can fit Iran probably in Texas, half of Texas. And I guarantee you, when they first start firing, they will run. But it's not the people of Iran you need to worry about. They want to get rid of that government. They're being suppressed too. And Trump knows it. But you got idiots that are in their 90s, like Pelosi, Feinstein, who had a spy in her midst for nearly 20 years. How much secrets did she give away? She's still there. Pocahontas, telling everybody for years she was an Indian. She's got no Indian. I got more Indian blood in her than she'll ever have. And you still want to vote her in to be your president. These people are irrelevant. people that are relevant. There's a guy like Jason Bartlett walking with nothing but a backpack on his back to the President of the United States, and his feet are bleeding. And he just wants somebody to listen, that his people are dying because the rest of the world is looking the other way and have done for 25 years. If you want to donate to Jason Bartlett, there's a link in my description. It's a PayPal link. Send us some money, I'll make sure he gets it. So he's got a place to sleep along the way, some decent shoes, some food on the way. And look out for him. He's telling the truth just like I am. Because these people are dying. And they don't want war. They want to be left alone. They want to live in the country they were born in and have been there for 350 years. In the next few days, I'm going to put up a video and I'm going to show you the rhetoric of the South African government and all the political parties calling for the death of white people and the racism that it permeates, the sick, evil racism that's in South Africa. Even the ministers, some of the Christian ministers are declaring some of the most outrageous stuff you've ever heard in your life to justify racism and theft. It's absolutely evil. I'm nobody. I'm just a guy with a mouth. I can't stand it anymore. We've got to stop this. Subscribe to my channel, please. Get this message out. The world needs to know. They need to know. Like, share, donate to the channel. Some more stuff coming this year, a lot more. This is the Hawk. I'm out of here. Tell Prince Harry I said hi. He needs to get a wake-up call and realize he's better than that. He's not his mother's son right now. And it's a shame. Take care and be safe out there.